that without increasing your fat, you'll be hungry, ravenous, and angry. I will tell you that for 3 to 4 days, your body will go from burning sugar as a primary fuel source into burning ketones. So that first week will be a struggle, but your body will balance out by the second week. So you do have to understand the struggle that first week represents, but you will have the benefits in week 2. And then protein distortion. You have to make sure that you get back to that amount, not over-consuming protein. And I'm the guy who used to go to Outback and say, what's the biggest non-menu item steak that you have? I think I sent down a 48-ounce steak one time. So you have to eat more intuitively. Again, it goes back to those nutrients that you want to think about eating those foods before you sit down rather than after the fact. You don't want to eat a bad diet and say, I'll take care of it tomorrow. You say, I'll eat a good diet and maybe I'll have something to celebrate afterward tomorrow. Relax, as we talked about, good sleep. You have to give it time. And then get a guidebook. The best book that you can get, if you guys like to listen to Audible, is Keto Clarity. It's a great book for us to understand the basics of why the ketogenic diet and some dietary approaches, but you can also buy that in hard copy. Nutrients to support ketosis. Again, I do supplement my side of this, but if you just want ideas that you can have in your house to support that, beet juice or Swiss chard. Swiss chards are beet leaves. They're rich in something called beta-ene, the red dye color. That red dye color thins what is known in your body as bile. Bile is what comes out of the gallbladder. When you're eating higher fat foods, your bile has to be thin enough to release to deal with the fat. If your bile is congested, you lack these beta-ene containing nutrients. If you're missing your gallbladder, please speak to Gil. You need to be on a purified bile salt for the rest of your life. Because once you eat fat, you release a neurotransmitter from your stomach called cholecystokinin that signals to your brain back to your gallbladder to contract the gallbladder. If you don't have your gallbladder, that contraction signal is sent and no bile is released. If you still have your gallbladder, get some right side refer page from time to time, beet juice and Swiss chard. These are the things that you want to eat regularly. Free-range organic eggs for something called choline. Choline helps to keep fat molecules from adhering to your GI tract. That's important because you don't want to take a bunch of fat and let it just sit in your intestines. You need to be eating organic eggs. Cranberry juice to keep your kidneys flushing so that your body can get rid of those ketones. Celtic sea salt to help remineralize. This is the brand, Celtic sea salt. It comes from the ocean floor. It is not processed with chlorine bleaches, so it gives you those trace minerals that are difficult to get unless you're eating organic vegetables regularly. And this is the time when you want to consider a protein shake. The reason for that is that if all you're doing is eating cooked protein, you destroy heat labile proteins. There are 8 or 9 essential amino acids. The 9th one we're still arguing about. 3 of them are heat labile. So if all the protein you're eating is chicken and steak and you're cooking it, 3 of the essential to life amino acids are being destroyed by heat. A raw protein shake would be good. Something like a vegetable protein source that has things like pea and pumpkin seed and sesame seed. Those would be a great protein source to get into the body. So that you get all those essential amino acids. The other one would be a good whey protein source.
Sea salt is good, you're saying? Organic sea salt.
Celtic sea salt. And that's my talk, guys. Thank you so much. I'll answer all the questions you guys have.
I just wanted to share with everybody, Steve and I tried a ketogenic diet. We tried it before, and there's a website that we used that had meal plans, and that was the key to making it a success, is having a meal plan. Because if you had your meal plan, and you knew what you were doing every day, it was easy to stay on it. And we used dietdoctor.com, and it was really easy to lay things out and pick the meals and then plan for it, and that helped us to stay on it.
And that's what the science has actually found, that if you log your food choices, you actually have more beneficial effects of that dietary plan. You can actually lose weight on any plan because you'll get the calorie restriction factor in other dietary plans. But when the research shows that you don't have to eat less to get the benefits of calorie restriction and intermittent fasting on the ketogenic diet, you can actually eat too much on the ketogenic diet and put some weight on. But if you choose to have it for weight loss purposes too, logging it has the best benefits. And if you're looking for an app, it's called Carb Manager. Is the app for your phone, Carb Manager. Yes.
Is there a qualitative difference between microwaving your food and cooking it on the stove top.
Yes, there is.
Is there a negative benefit to either of those?
It's not that, the microwave dehydrates the food. So it has to be rehydrated by the body. So eating microwave foods lead to constipation.
Thanks.
No microwave food.
It's not that I'm anti-microwave food. I'm saying that there's too much misinformation about this idea that microwaving food actually makes it bad. If you microwave a trans fat or eat a raw trans fat, it doesn't matter, the trans fat is bad. So when you're eating popcorn like Pop Secret, it actually has trans fats in it. So you're eating trans fats, microwave or not. What microwave actually does is it alters the water molecule of whatever it's cooking, and that's how it heats it. It heats the water, and that's what heats the food. So you dehydrate the food. So what happens when you eat the food, it wants to be rehydrated, and it will do that from your water supply. And it's that same water supply that keeps our intestines lubricated and moving through, and keeps our bowels hydrated so that we can actually have regular stool movements. So when we eat too much microwave food, you actually dehydrate the bodies.
Honey?
Again, too much sugar. It would have to be the equivalent of maybe a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons a day, max. And it's best to have raw, unpasteurized.
But only a tablespoon or two of that.
On the supplement side for the vegetable, sort of getting into the organic
Giving it away.
and then mixing it, in other words, you can't get enough
She never got
vegetables,
one.
organic greens. You gotta,
That's where I would speak to Gil. So just to give you guys a little bit of understanding of what standard process is, we are an organic supplement company. We have over 1,000 acres of organic farmland in Palmyra, Wisconsin, which is about an hour southwest of Milwaukee, just north of Chicago. And we actually grow things like kale and Brussels sprouts on the farm, and we powder them down into the capsule forms. So yes, you can supplement these nutrients, but Gil would be the person to speak with about doing that.
Would you tell me about vitamin D supplement? Because I understand that that's something that can help with the short-term memory functions that, we all have, especially as we reach, about 50 and so on, that can help. Is that true?
The issue with vitamin D3, which is from animal tissue, D2 from plants, D2 has been shown to have toxic effects, D3 has not. Fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K all work in balance. So if we take just D, too much D, we can actually have deficiency symptoms of vitamin A, E, and K.
Wow, so it's all balanced.
It's,
And that's why you need somebody who really knows what they're doing to advise you.
that's right.
I noticed it said egg yolk in one of the slides, and then it says just eat an organic egg. Is it okay to eat the egg white?
The yolk is actually what the health benefits are in the egg.
The
The yolk.
so you don't eat egg white?
No, I'm saying you can have the white and the yolk together. You can scramble it,
Yeah, it's good.
but easy.